Welcome back to the good old Southern IA. I got a dang old thorn in my foot or something and I can't get it out. Weezered on it and like that game of Operation all last night. Didn't go too good for me. I think all I accomplished was making it even more sore than it was to begin with. I can't believe that just plumb broke off of there. Oh, but it did. Tip's dirty. We gotta turn the gas on. That's gonna take forever. This here is what I've lovingly coined Scrappenstein. It's my homemade trench closer. I have a whole build video on that. I just haven't got it edited. It's gonna be like insanely long, like 40 minutes. I lost my sunglasses yesterday. That might work for today. So I will have a whole build video coming out on this thing. Keep an eye out for it. Speaking of videos, what do you guys think of the more consistent content? You enjoying it? We gotta thank Molly for it. She's the one doing the editing. First thing I'm gonna do this morning is finish closing up my trenches because I hope I can get Andrew to come disc these. And then I'm gonna be back in the corn planter for the day. And this trench closer really needs to be on a wider wheelbase. I made this for the 4440, wider stance tractor. Man, for being made completely out of scrap. Look at this is pretty crazy. My radish and turnip cover crop overwintered. I didn't even think that was possible. Can't decide to whether I let that ride or have Andrew disc that up. Maybe give it another week. To-do list for the hired hand. Phone call from Dad already. You got something broken? What broke on it? 1-inch bolt? Okay. Do you want me to bring this big pipe wrench too? Do you want me to bring it so it's back, or do you want me to bring it so you can use it? Oh, I found me a different pair of sunglasses. I wonder what he broke. So when they say vertical tillage, I didn't know that it was like supposed to like go through the field like that.
Well, that would be a new method.
Looks like this bolt broke, which then wedged this backwards. That somehow wore itself a hole. We're going to take this nut off here, try and put this back together, see if we can get it back together. Always something. I just hope that this bar right here didn't get tweaked. If you swing and miss. hit this tab up. Oh, that stuck. There must be. Ready?
Going nowhere that way.
Okay. Get this over. There we go. Where's this bolt?
Put lines up.
Oh!
Hey y'all, I just wanted to pop in and let you know that this next clip might be a little, I don't want to say graphic, but might make you a little woozy. So if you've got a weak stomach, don't like to see, I mean maybe just a little bit of blood, then I would fast forward maybe about like a minute or two.
Cut yourself?
Worse than that, I got a huge ass splinter in my finger. Right in my finger. Oh, that's in there. It's probably hurt more taking out than it went going in. Ah!
Want me to pull it out?
Oh boy. Oh! Ooh! That'll make you go a little wooey.
You made me go wooey and I was.
Oh! Ooh. Hold on. Ooh. Did I get it all? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it came out.
Oh.
Oh man.
Lucky that thing didn't have no barb on it, huh?
Oh.
I gotta stop getting splinters in me. First bloodshed of the day. You can see all the grease in my finger where it just went straight down it.
Let's put a band-aid on it. We started saying something about that.
I'm just not going on any marathons. Wasn't planning on going on any marathons ahead of it anyways, but thank you. Alright, here this way. There, that moved. Fine line adjustments. I think it needs to get lifted up just a little bit more. We're ready to go back.
Whoa, whoa.
Thanks for all your help, bud. The first crisis of the day is fixed. This thing's fueled up. Dad's just gonna have me go planting again all day today, but I'm gonna go after smaller patches. So if I get lucky, it might be a 65 acre day or so. Andrew's over there setting up my base station. We gotta get this thing unfolded. Computer turned on. First part of this field done. Oddball looking thing. Over to that patch. I think we'll eat our lunch before we move, huh, bud? Should be good there. We're gonna go directly north to 0. Let's go. Okay, I had a row unit blow out. I think I might be about out of seed. That says 88 pounds and it was row 14. So we'll set her down and go look. Coming out? Come on. It's windy again today if anybody was keeping track. I got a couple of bags of the next hybrid we're going to on the back just for situations like this. We're still good there. we're still good there. So that means I need to go turn back on there, seed. See why row 14 ain't getting seed. Back on. Bulk pressure's up at 23. Why did it jump up that high? That very well could have been my issue right there. Tank pressure got too high. Downfall of having all the hydraulics on the tractor, the changing of the oil temperature changes the flow and the pressures. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. There she goes. Since we're out here, let's check how we're doing. Look at how nice that soil condition is. 5.5, 5.5. Right at 2 inches. If we can get a 1/2 to 3/4 nice, gentle, warm, caressing, mama's home cooking rain, I think we'll be in really darn good shape. Perks of a 24-row planter. If you run out of seed, you can actually see where it happened. See how that row went light colored? That was row number 1, I ran out. So I just flipped her around and we'll finish up. Then we'll be done with the first, it'll be right at 20 acres. Time to go fill up. To me, one of the most satisfying looks is that freshly planted cornfield or any type of field. Good, crisp, straight lines. I like it. So to keep my RTK signal strong, we had to move the base station here to one of our poles. I don't know if you guys can see the planter up over there on the next ridge. With our topography, our base station coverage, I guess you could say, so that's the fixed point. The way that this all works is that's a fixed point that sends correction to the receiver or the rover. So the rover's the one that's actually on top of the New Holland, so that's what transmits the correction. I can do a video on that at some point. Because of our topography, we can't reach obviously all of our fields unless I got super high up on something. The base station, not happening, not an option. So throughout the day, depending on how far I go and where I go, the base station needs to be moved to keep my RTK signal strong. Back at it, bud. I've got to plant 10 acres here, and it's going to be a very joyous 10 acres. In this 10 acres, I have to unfold, fold, unfold, fold, unfold, fold, unfold, fold in 10 acres. Then I get to unfold and fold again to go do another 30 acres. So question for anybody that might know. So 24-row planter, obviously, yeah, right? 2-point drawbar. See how tightly I can turn this thing around? When you go to a planter that has just a drawbar, like a DB bar or something like that, and not a 2-point, can you whip around a planter that's 24 rows as nicely as you can with a 2-point? Just a question. Mud hole coming up. Ooh, that's a wet spot. We gotta do something about that. Flex, Kinsey flex. He's broke, we's broke, we's broke, we's broke, we's broke. Heater coil. We gotta go get the dually. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Thing was open, so if we close it, we're gonna put nothing through it, so might be in good enough shape just to go now and not mess with it. What do you think? Should we just try that?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Let's just fix it. Fix it to fix it. Otherwise it won't get fixed. Yeah, I think I got the feeder hose.
truth.
Oh yeah, as long as we aren't kinking, I think we're gonna make it. So now we're in our last field for the day. Now we're going back to the planting. Right thing that always comes up, knows we're in the closed farm here. We still got 61A19 in, so we're good there. We click over. We're gonna do the outside boundary with the smart path, obviously. We're gonna load in our. Yeah, you got a complex going on there, don't you? That's the wrong one. Closed farm right there. There's the prescription. Again, the darker blues, more seeds, lighter blues, less seeds. Since we can control both sides of the planter, I actually have to load it in for both sides. Kind of gives you an overview of what's going to happen here. It says there's 33.1 acres there. There's not really what we till, I don't think. My average rate is 33,072 seeds per acre. So then you can kind of figure out how much seed you actually need to have on the planter, which hopefully we have enough on. And we're ready to rock. But maybe before we start this field, I'll actually hop out and give you guys an overview of what we're actually planting with. Yeah, go buddy. Alright, you stay on this side of the fence. So what this is I think it's a 2012. Pretty sure it's a 2012. Kinsey 3800. It is a 24 row, 30-inch planter. Air seed delivery, which is these tubes right here. Edge vac meters. Pneumatic downforce by airbags. Ag leader row clutches on every row. 2 rows are tied together on the shutoffs. So it doesn't shut off each individual row, it just shuts off 2 at a time. Hydraulically driven with a drive on each side that I can actually control individually. So those are the vac fans right there. They actually cool the oil themselves too, because it has its own hydraulic pump and reservoir to run these fans, because these fans are ran off the PTO. That fan right there is for the air seed delivery, and it's ran off the tractor. So to run this planter, you need, I think it's 5 remotes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 remotes, and I think 2 separate case drains. An auxiliary port for the air compressor right there, and other electrical connections, along with a PTO and a 2-point. I think the hydraulic flow on this tractor is over 60 gallons a minute. And that little box right there between the 2 tanks is actually electronic scales, so I can see how much seed's actually in the tanks. Controlling this gal is the InCommand 1200 from Ag Leader, and we've imported our guidance lines and prescriptions here. The Ag Leader itself is actually steering with us. We've got an on-track 3 in this tractor. Over here we have the Midland for communications. This increases and decreases my down pressure. This is my vac pressures. This is my fold box along with markers and things like that. Don't use the markers. And then this is the direct command, my master switch. Turns off the planter, turns on the planter, and then I can control each individual drive as you see those flip to red. When I put the first remote into constant flow, turns on the drives. This one turns on the air seed delivery. The brown one actually controls the markers. The PTO gets flipped on. That's what I'm looking at all day. I think we're gonna make it. We were struggling with row 23, but now we've just about got it. Last pass here. done.
Well guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you on the next one.